It's been so long since I've been here. Must be. I honestly do not remember ever going through a desert. Nashu Makaraka. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know we come in peace, and when a leader shows himself, we strike. I will go wither the wild rose blooms. Show yourselves, foul fiends. That didn't seem to work. Maybe you should try shouting something else. A gentleman is rather than does. Reminds me of Ario Speedwagon from, Oh shit. It's zombies. Ah, spooky. They live, and we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. What the fuck? Spare these two fair ladies your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look! It's a bird! No! It's an airship! No! It's the inspector! We hear and we obey. Dude, this guy looks rough. It is you. It really is you. I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombie Brand, Devourer of Brains, Undead Overlord Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're not an Undead Overlord, you're a Gentleman Inspector. Inspector, Overlord, Inspector, Overlord. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry, I'll knock some sense back into that noggin of yours. Those bombs. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. Oh my god, that smile. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussive force of the blast is more likely to liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See, even you acknowledge the possibility that this plan will result in my... death! He got fucking exploded. Good work. Normally, I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred that you found a more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, yes, I remember you, my faithful assistant. What I do not quite remember is how I came to be here. Oh, we're going to use the echo on him. Interesting. So he actually did die. Playing the creepy music. Ah, such a wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... what is this place? And for that matter, who am I? So did he just use, like, his fucking wild charisma to lure the zombies into being his servants? What the fuck? So you just accepted being a fucking zombie? I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have awoken at last. I knew you'd always come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? This ringing in my ears, this dizziness. Could it be a case? Ooh, Phoenix down. Bum 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 ba-dun dun. A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildebrand from his true calling. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Copious quantities of sand, unbearable heat, and... aha! The Sagoli Desert. I bet my life on it. Which means UL'DAH is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity could be so violently trigger my keen investigator sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. Alright, good luck with that, buddy. We're just gonna question random people because he has a hunch on something? Whatever you say. Come on, loading screen. Loading screen, loading screen. There we go. Alright, let's go question us some citizens. Residents, whatever they want to call it. Bum, doom, bum, bum. Have they not loaded yet? There we go. Agnes. Beg your pardon, you wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? I do not consort with perverts. Perverts? That's my boy you're talking about. Bum 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 bum. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If ye do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamn duelist. Me mate's Paul's cousin's kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to that bastard. This guy's just on a fucking rampage, dude. Botulf. Sorry, lass, but if it's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist or so I hear. But when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well... So is this just like, this is some sort of Hardy Boys case investigation stuff going on? I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, Ed? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond! Hey, Wymond! THAL almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen, and they're walking the streets of UL'DAH. That outfit looks good on her. I want those socks. No need for melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. It's true, he's not a zombie. I checked. Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which, begs the question. How in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by the way, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about all that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one with dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... Why, if it isn't the lady from Segoli. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek to the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Alrighty. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. Damn it, Hildy. I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Wow, this guy's kind of a fucking idiot, isn't he? Wait, what? Server lag? There we go. Wymond believes it would be best if you assisted Inspector Hildebrand with his investigation. Well, Sathra, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weaver's Guild almost every day. Good luck with the inspector. Sounds good. So let's head over to the Weaver's Guild and look for this Yellow Moon person. Weaver's Guild. Where's the closest aetheryte? Right here. Bum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-dum. Alright. Weaver's Guild, here we come. Let's find this yellow moon person. Yellow moon. What up, girl? My beloved pure heart was unlike anyone you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You'll bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation, from the deepest pit of the 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. So he actually found her without... So he's kind of an idiot, but also kind of a fucking genius. Because he managed to find her at the same time without even having any idea where to start looking. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Coliseum, I realized it was gone. So, the time and location of the theft are unknown. Essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There's but one logical course of action. Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries! She just bows and leaves. Like she's apologizing for him in advance or something. Alright. Steps of NALD. I'm gonna be lazy and just teleport there. Alright, Hildy, where'd you run off to? Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse and shot, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Coliseum and see what you remember. She's just dozing off. His assistant is super cute, though. Alright, so we need to get to Thaumaturge's Guild. That's right down here. the hell's going on here? I kill you and make you die. Okay. I will leave them alone. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind as to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt the gambling that day and was debating on which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse, in shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 6 scored ponces. And the blow was enough to render him unconscious. Holy shit. 120 ponces? Miss Moon, you're a remarkably strong woman. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure are a lot of giant crates in UL'DAH, at the Weaver's Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. Okay. Is that relevant in any way? Oh, it is. I can speak with her or check out the conspicuous crates. ... Okay. These crates are everywhere, Sathra. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... Ah, of course. I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try it? It'll be fun. Okay. I'm gonna blow some shit up. Kablooey. What the fuck? At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as shepherds lead his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess while recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves, we're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all the thefts? All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. What the fuck? It's just a bunch of simps, dude. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapons thefts, as... Those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume? You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? Where in the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. He's already on it. He's just an idiot, but I guess super lucky. Having no other recourse, Ellie would instead tell you the identity of the victim. I suppose you're the imbecile's friend. You intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. Alright, Camp Drybone, here we come. I have music, mount music. Gots to have that mount music. Play music when mounted, yeah. Let's switch to Garuda. Or Shiva. Let's do Shiva. There it is, dude. Oh, man. Already here. Humphrey, what do you have for me? Hi, I'm Humphrey, and you are? At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I am told you are the victim of a marauding duelist? Me, a victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Heh, well, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Lu, we were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can. That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Elazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel, I trusted that bastard with me father's blade. Bid him to take it to Smitty for restoration, even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back and sniveling and begging for forgiveness for losing it in a deal. As if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whore, son. Look at me. Me flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. Telling me this guy wasn't bald like two weeks ago or whatever. Alright. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay the Chirurgeon. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have. Unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Oh god, we're off on another tangent. Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making? You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? Nope. And what of Eleazar's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Is this guy gonna change? He's still wearing his half-tattered fucking clothes. Lululo. That boy should be ashamed of himself. Robbing poor Eleazar of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Eleazar a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? Eleazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. eBay. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That traveling merchant, Jojonpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Does she have narcolepsy or something? Alright, so time to talk to the last person. Jojonpa. What you got for me, boss? I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at the present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Eleazar, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue the search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Tisk tisk, you should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say, we search the spring first before declaring all to be lost. Alright, let's go search the spring. There we go, now we can jam out to the music. It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating it with a liberal application of salamander oil, that is. Indeed, on many an occasion, my dearest mother tended my child's scrapes just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me by pouring the oil all over my body. Okay. Sounds lewd. Ah, this comforting scent, as though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries. Knead the oil into my aching flesh. Okay. Ah, the rel. Ah, the pain multiplies manifold. Gently now. Gently! Ah. Oh God, oh God, yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften, the warmth spreads and the pain becomes pleasure. Right there, yes! Keep doing that, just like that. Just like, oh yes! Now once more, with feeling. Dude, this is weird as fuck. Ah, never before have I reached such splendid ministrations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. This questline's fucking wild, dude. That probably scared off everybody that's fucking watched. They just tuned in immediately and were like, no. I think I'll do something better with my life. Maybe go back to college or something. Anything but this, please. Alright, did we find anything of interest? Just found rocks. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? I found a useless rock, worthless bottle, and an irrelevant potsherd.
Hope you are enjoying it.
Dude, it's silly as fuck. No sign of the sword Jojonpa mentioned, I see. Now I'm all wet. What was that, anyway? Did something cause you to... Oh, she tripped over a sword. Once again, my instincts have guided us to our quarry. That I had you search that section of the spring was a stroke of... Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to UL'DAH and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few bottles of hair tonic for Elazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon all of Elazar's woes will be no more. No, he'll just be back at square one. He still lost out on the money that he was planning on using to get it repaired. At least he has a sword, though. Oh shit, I went the wrong way. We gotta go back yonder. Oh no, I didn't go the right way. The wrong way. Bum, 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 bum. Lying naked while the snow falls all around me, and it sounds cold. Welcome to Halatali, where heroes are made. I am Arl, and any friend of Hildebrand is a warmly regarded acquaintance of mine. Didn't mention he used to tread the sands, did he? Been trying to get that smooth-talking son of a Hydra to take up the gladiator trade again, but gets easily distracted, Hildebrand does. Oh wait, this is a different quest. Whoops. Wait, where the fuck? Okay, he's up there. What a quinky dink. There just happened to be another quest down yonder. Oh, I love the icicles around the feet. That's badass. The ice crystals, not icicles. How the fuck is he? There we go. As promised, I return to you your father's ancient blade. Is it the wrong sword? Oh no, it is. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch just as I remember. God's bless ye, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without the thought of reward. Altruism is a rare trait these days. 'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I've brought your change of clothing. I also bought a supply of tonic from this peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me that case. Uh-oh. What the fuck? What the fuck? Inspector? Inspector Hildebrand? There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Is that supposed to be flattering? This guy's fucking clueless. No, it's supposed to be intimidating. The duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. What the fuck is that face? A challenge? For me? Ho! At last the curtain rises. Very well. If I'm to duel the duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Looking sharp, dude. That's basically me when I don't wear a hat, though. Feels bad. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible. So bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. He is exceptionally something. Core, Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing. Holy shit, he got his hair back. I need to get me some of that tonic. Hildebrand. Oh no, the duelist strikes again. This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies in the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? This is a thick boy. Ooh, what do we get? Filtered water. Okay. Why did we get filtered water? What the fuck? Challenge accepted, my worthy opponent. You shall not claim the blade. With my, let us call it what it is, genius, I shall bring you to justice. Wait, you wish to duel with weapons, not wits? This bridge hardly seems appropriate for such an epic battle. The three collectors. Well, that was certainly something. Wait, what? It's not over? Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried with the pumpkins. Pumpkins sort of remind me of, no, it's gone. Never mind. What? Okay, well, that was a thing. Ellie. The science of deduction. Ellie wishes to share her latest discoveries with you. Let's do one more line, and then I'll probably stop this questline before my voice goes out. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target. It so happens I have identified the weapon in question. The treaty blade is part of an Ishgardian's noble's collection, or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an UL'DAH collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, I would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I to not investigate her. And should the duelist strike whilst I am present, well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though. I'm told she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I am also told that she has a fondness for rare flowers, the sort to see in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you'd like. Might as well. Gotta make sure this guy doesn't die again. There you are. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it love or money that you... Was it for love or money that you killed him? It was you? Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sakes. Or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I asked, was it you, or was it because he took from you your share, or your sister?
You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that. And yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You too. He's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for the help, Inspector. Is this a rival inspector? At least he's competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's highest houses. And some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildebrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildebrand. We should get going. Lady UL'DAH will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Interesting. Off to Horizon. Haven't been here in a while. Oops. Alphec Lavender, UL'DAH. And we're here. Right? There we go. Again? As I told the last 20 who came before, if you have come looking for work, you are too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Jeez, this lady's a bitch. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and you would earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time, everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out! Forgive us, Lady UL'DAH. We meant no disrespect. We are afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools! I shall come to claim the collector's blade. Yes, I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of guards at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain gentleman. Oh God. Ah, but you may see for yourself. Like every piece in my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Oh boy, here we go. Ships that pass in the night, a signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and to gentlemen must needs oblige. I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, Agent of Enquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. My lady, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well? Or perchance in pursuit of me? As if I would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent. To be fair, you're not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are heartily in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Busy solving a murder. Briardian, Consulting Inspector. At your service, my lady. Conniving Inspector? Consulting Inspector. Rotting Flesh and Saltpeter. Hildebrand Manderville and Nashu Makaraka, I suppose? Two rank amateurs playing at a profession of which they know not. Call me when you finish with these wastrels. You're the pompous douche. What's this girl's problem? You see, I do not want or need your help. Briardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you. Where have you been, Maria? And where's my vase? There was this strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect. At which point, he will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever in its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? I picked up the vase in UL'DAH like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge, and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone. But so was the vase. I think I dropped it on Nafika's wells. I want to go back and look, but there were scary-looking things down there. I'm scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase, all 5 of us. All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardian. If the duelist strikes, I mean to be there. But Miss Zelly, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away! You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen, if it gets too dangerous, or if you feel afraid, you run to this adventurer for help. You understand? This lady's a bitch. Don't like her. Way down yonder. Oh, God. Alright, let's investigate the wells. That girl what run by earlier. Hi, I seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look. But I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's long gone by now. A vase? Well, anything that falls in the water is like to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. I thought it did. She said a flying thing. I don't know. Flamboyant oath. Wait, this is the guy. A pox upon that thieving demon bird. He shall rue the day he crossed paths with me. Huh? A vase? I know not what you... curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There's something in the water at the man's feet. What is this guy? Is he a Rogadin? Do I spy the treasured face of Lady Dorilda over? Oh dear. I mean, yeah, it fucking fell. Does this belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase, following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildebrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, gather all the precious pots, heard. Damn, these are taking forever to pick up. That one was fast. Nice suit. Oh. Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid! Let's have a look.
Well done, my friend. This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. The hammer. Ooh, I gotta dance. A shattered antique vase will not deter Inspector Hildebrand from his mission. There is but one person in all Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skills with the hammer has brought rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in UL'DAH, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. His was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief who kept muttering the words, "The hammer! The hammer!" He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does. And I do so enjoy the company of dangerous men. Oh. But where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. I'm Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It has been many moons since I last saw her. So too is the burden of loneliness. I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure is all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildebrand, agent of Enquiry and Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If it is that hard for you to remember, I give you leave to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most like to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern THANALAN. It is there we shall begin our search. Isn't Gilgamesh like some sort of god or something? In Final Fantasy series? Like a primal hammer. Camp Bluefang. I don't know if country accent was the best accent for old Gilgi. Doblin carcass. Doblin? The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. The trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did this is still around. It's nice and spooky out here. Basilisk carcass. This thing's fucking shit up. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive.
He's just wandering around bonking shit.
The Doblin, the Basilisk, this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer. As was that beast over yonder, unless I am mistaken. That Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it has come to this! Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable! What must you do that's so terrible? I must dance! What the fuck is going on? I'm not singing that. I cannot avert mine eyes. That is the dance of House Manderville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within the sight of our query, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good woman, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead. Though it must be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions, I must bequeath to you the Manderville. Well, I got it. Alright, I think that's enough Hildebrand for me now. We will pick up this quest probably tomorrow, or sometime over the weekend. But my throat's starting to get hoarse from all the voices, so I am going to go ahead and take a rain check on the rest of the quest for now. So, Manderville Men. Let's go ahead and go back to Norvrant and continue